Findagrave.com is a website dedicated to capturing data from headstones and making the information available over the web for free. They depend on volunteers capturing the information. There are currently approximately 210 million graves listed in the inventory. They are primarily from the US and Canada, but also a growing inventory in other countries. Information can be found on the web at findagrave.com, but also there are indexes with links found in Family Search Records and in Ancestry.com. Data in the site often includes a picture of the tombstone, transcription of the tombstone, identification of the cemetery, along with secondary, non-documented information provided by the volunteer that submitted the information. What are the similarities and differences with billion graves? Billion grave volunteers use provided software on their phones to enter the photo of the headstone and GPS coordinates, with later transcription by others. Findagrave volunteers manually enter the pictures and other information into the computer site. Findagrave is a completely free site, currently owned by Ancestry.com, whereas Billion Graves requires a paid subscription to see the majority of the information. Findagrave currently has about 210 million graves in the system, while Billion Graves currently has about 40 million. Although Billion Graves is currently negotiating to collect indexes from a third party as a non-photograph separate collection to be made available to subscribed members. Are there duplicate entries? Yes, a lot between the two sites. On each individual sites there are few, but they're being eliminated as they're identified by each administration. So how do I attach the Find a Grave record to an individual and family tree? Go to Family Tree and then go to the person page for this individual. Go to Search Records section over on the right and click on Family Search icon to bring up the list of possible records. Use the tools in Family Search Records to find the Find a Grave entry. Once found, attach the record as a source. If the Find a Grave entry does not come up on Family Search Records, look for it next on Ancestry, or go directly to findagrave.com and find the record and link it as a source. The extreme power of Find a Grave comes from three additional unique features of the site. They include, first, the Find a Grave volunteers often added a picture of the deceased and sometimes copies of obituaries and other documents. These are typically located just below the tombstone information. They can be very useful if you've not already found this information elsewhere. Second, when family members, submitters, provided the information into Find a Grave, they often provided links to the tombstones of immediate family members, such as spouse, parents, children, and siblings. These are found just below the picture on the headstone. These links become crucial in confirming that the individual is who you believe him or her to be, but also these additional family members can open up a whole new areas of the family that were previously unknown. Find a Grave also provides the option to search for others with that same surname in your choice of that cemetery, the city, the county, the state, or system-wide. This can provide additional details not just of immediate family members, but often cousins and in-laws, which can expand that portion of the tree. The list often contains not just the married surnames of the females, but often, when identified by the volunteers, the maiden surnames. These can identify more information on wives that married into the family, as well as daughters which change surname on marriage. Find a Grave is an important resource to help expand the knowledge about a given family members and to tie to additional family members.